Hello, you're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the major headlines. President ERi-TV returns home. "27 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today. India to pump billions into virus fight as Biden sets vaccine target. And dozens killed in eastern Burkina Faso attack. A local news. President ERi-TV returned home this morning, concluding a two-day fruitful working visit to the Sudan at the invitation of President of the Sudan's Sovereign Council, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. During his stay in Sudan, President ERi-TV met and held talks with General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok, and Foreign Minister Al-Sadiq al-Mahdi on strengthening bilateral relations and regional issues of interest to both countries. During the meeting, President ERi-TV and General al-Burhan reaffirmed commitment of both countries to further consolidate their bilateral ties rooted on common history and shared values, and agreed to strengthen their efforts in the implementation of the agreement of cooperation reached between the two countries in various sectors. The two leaders also called for the continuation of the effort in consultation between the leaders of the Horn of Africa aimed at strengthening cooperation in the region. The meeting was attended by Mr. Osman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Presidential Advisor, Mr. Yaman Gabrab, and Mr. Isa Ahmed Isa, Eritrean Ambassador to the Sudan. We have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 27 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at quarantine centers in the Central, Southern Red Sea, and Northern Red Sea regions. Out of these, 70 patients are from quarantine centers in Asmara, Central region. 9 patients are from quarantine centers in Asab 8 and Rahaita 1, Southern Red Sea region. The last patient is from a quarantine center in Massawa, Northern Red Sea region. On the other hand, 64 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the Northern Red Sea region 52 and Central region 12 have fully recovered and have been discharged from these facilities. The total number of recovered patients to date has accordingly risen to 3,602, while the number of deaths stands at 12. And the total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has also increased to 3,734. Ministry of Health, Asmara, May 6, 2021. The Sawa and Higher Education Institutions branch of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students organized a 3-month training to 232 students of the Eritrean Institute of Technology on graphics, editing, computer technology, and literature. Speaking at the concluding event of the training, Dean of the College, Engineer and Technology, Dr. Kahsai Ngusa, called on the trainees to make proper use of the practical and theoretical training they received in their daily activities, stating that the training program was in continuation to the similar training programs organized in all colleges. Ms. Mansoura Ismail, head of the union branch, called on the trainees to upgrade their skills through practice. According to reports, the Sawa and Higher Education Institutions branch of the news has organized similar training programs to about 520 in various colleges in the country. The trainees commended for the opportunity they were provided and expressed conviction that they will apply the training they received practically on the ground. And now back with international news after a short break. Welcome back. India pledged billions of dollars to boost its flagging vaccine program as President Joe Biden said 70% of American adults should have had at least one coronavirus shot by July 4th. With vaccines among the main weapons in the fight against the pandemic, pharma giant Pfizer reported a huge jump in profits based on sales of its COVID-19 shot as a growing campaign called on patent waivers so poorer nations can get quicker access. Among the leaders of that campaign is India, which reported about 4,000 new cases today, deaths today, a national record, and more than 400,000 fresh cases today as it grapples with one of the world's worst outbreaks. From the Reserve Bank of India, Governor Shakahita Das, as he announced $6.7 billion of cheap financing for vaccine makers, hospitals, and other health firms, said The devastating speed with which the virus affects different regions of the country has been matched by swift and wide-ranging actions. At least 30 people were killed by gunmen in eastern Burkina Faso as rebels burned down villagers' homes and shot them as they tried to escape. The attack occurred in Kedeli village in the Koma-Jadir province near the border with Niger. This according to the government officials Labedi Kouaba. Kouaba said that rebel fighters surrounded the village and went house to house, setting fire to them and killing people. He also said that he ran early because the terrorists usually look for authorities. Another resident, Madipo Tadampa, who fled Monday's attack, said about 100 fighters entered the town on motorcycle and pickup trucks. 4 of his brother's children were killed. Burkina Faso's ill-equipped army has struggled to contain the spread of violence linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS, who have been killing thousands and displacing more than 1 million people. A Malian woman, Halima Siza, 25, gave birth to 5 children and 4 boys in a Moroccan hospital where she had been admitted. This according to the Malian Health Minister Fatina Sibi. Ms. Siza had been expected to give birth to 7 babies based on the ultrasound scans done in Mali and Morocco that apparently did not detect the 2 extra babies. Dr. Sibi said the newborns and the mother are all doing well. They are expected to return home several weeks' time. She congratulated the medical team in Mali and Morocco. Ms. Siza's pregnancy has fascinated the Western African nation and attracted the attention of its leaders, with authorities having flown her to Morocco where she needed special care. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.